Dear Dad, words cannot begin to express what I feel. From the time I was a small child, I've always felt secure in your love. The comfort that came from climbing into your big lap and feeling your strong arms and rough hands hold me tight. The gentle kisses on my straight knees, seeing me beside my bed to pray, then pulling my covers up tight around my neck. You made me laugh the way brave to chase up monsters and twirl me around. You made time just to play. I now know how tired you were after working all day, but you would always pick up the crayon and come into my world.
Unfortunately, I think it was Mom who liked the color.
I know when I was older, I wasn't the ideal teenager. I got into a little trouble. I blew it a few times. Okay, well, maybe more than 3.
Are you kidding? You were nuts. Your mother pulled me back from the brink more times than I care to remember.
We both made a lot of mistakes, but you affirmed me, Dad. You were there with me. You praised the things that I did well and the things I didn't. Well, most of the time you said nothing, but I knew you were disappointed.
What an amazing gift from child selective memory.
And it made me love you because you cared. I never told you that, but I wanted you to care. You cared how it would turn out. You cared how my friends were. You wanted the best for me, even though you drove me absolutely crazy at the time. You know, I remember a time when I was a teenager, and I went out to dinner with this guy. Well, my dad wasn't too crazy about him.
Oh boy. I hope she's forgotten that restaurant incident. Definitely went over the brink that time.
I guess he thought we'd been along long enough, so he showed up at the restaurant and popped right down next to me.
What's a dad do?
I was humiliated. The guy left after a few minutes. Can't imagine why.
He was one scared young man.
And Dad just smiled. Acted so smart. I was furious.
I didn't think she'd ever forgive me for that.
After a couple of days, though, we gradually worked out our way back to each other. It wasn't one of the smartest things he did, though. But even though I couldn't stand what he did, I know he did it for me. You could always see the big picture, Dad. And today, I can say I'm grateful that I didn't marry that guy. Fortunately, that stage didn't last forever. I'm grown now, and I married a man just like you, Dad. He puts up with me the way he did. And I'm a dad, Mom, not Dad. And I'm Mom, not Dad. Oh, wow. Some days it surprises me. I am responsible for 2 precious little lives. And Dad, you showed me how. When I am discouraged, I think of how we had a tough day together and how unkind we were through. But you were always there. You never gave up. You'd come into my room and sit down on the floor beside my bed and listen to my ranting. Sometimes you ran pretty well yourself.
Oh, honey, forgive me for all the lectures when I should have been listening, accepting you.
But you were quick to apologize. You wouldn't let the night end without doing your best to patch things up. You saw potential in me that no one else did. I pray that I'll see that unique potential in each of my children. You're amazing, Dad. And when I tuck my 2 little boys into their beds at night, we thank God in heaven for blessing our lives with you. I know God is who He said He is because you told me, and I trust you. I know God's forgiveness because you so freely forgave. You taught me of God's faithfulness by loving Mom and being true to her over all these years. You taught me the importance of others by continually giving of yourself. And Dad, you taught me to enjoy life, to notice the smallest things, and to count each of them as God's blessings. Thanks, Dad. Happy Father's Day.
No, thank you.